to the Arc of Wrestling, episode 14. I am
More
your host,
enthusiasm.
Mike. Shut up. And alongside me today are my wonderful co-hosts, Strike.
You need more enthusiasm. You have no charisma.
Strike.
I'm here. I keep telling you, you need more charisma.
I don't care. Shut up. Jimmy.
Yo.
Hunter.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Jonesy.
Aww.
Alright. If you got...
Never mind.
If you guys were wondering where Greg is, he's being a major tool and deciding not to show up tonight because...
Playing with his tool.
Well, that's gay.
No, fat lady is playing with his tool.
Well, we'll explain later on, but we're just going to put out there that he lost a bet, and Hunter was supposed to host tonight, but he chose not to.
No, I didn't
Instead,
want
we
to.
get a worse hosting mic.
Because Hunter's a little bro. He doesn't know what he wants to do.
So,
Hey,
Hunter,
remind me in 15 minutes to check on my pizza.
we are recording, and you're going to put that out there.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah. We're going to start out with Raw. Cena comes out, wishes everybody Happy New Year, and says he has changes in store. He will wear less underwear, and ban his father from WWE TV, and to prove he doesn't have any lady parts. He says the one thing he won't change is to stick to his guns, and he won't back down from anyone, and the fans have the right to boo or cheer whoever they want. He was disappointed in Kane, and they should settle the score by having a match, but Kane wants to attack him and get Cena to turn his back on the fans. Cena says it won't happen tonight, and there's no better feeling than performing in front of the fans, and he will take any responsibility he gets. He starts the year by thanking all of them and everyone else, but Kane's music cuts him off. Kane is heard over the speakers, and he tells Cena the power of hate tonight. He will experience it, and laughs hysterically as Cena looks around for him as the ring post pyro goes off. We're just gonna go through these. I'm not gonna spend hours upon hours of time. The first match is Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes. Back and forth match.
Wake the fuck up.
Huh?
Wake the fuck up. You're putting me to sleep.
I am awake.
Well, be more enthusiastic. I'm putting our viewers to sleep.
I am not going all out like Greg does to get this and want to get
And
it
that's
done.
why
and
you're a
over
bad
with.
host.
Greg doesn't go all out. Greg just sits there and reads off a script like you're doing right now.
If I'm such a bad host, why don't you do it?
Dang, just got owned.
If you can,
Me?
no, I'm talking to Strike.
Dang, both of you just got owned.
If you don't want to do it, then shut
Hunter,
your
stop being a
mouth.
Well, it
pussy.
depends. Give me the stuff and I'll see if I want to do
If you
it.
don't want to do it, shut your mouth.
Give me the stuff and I'll see if I want to do it.
Well, then shut your mouth. If you want to see if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it,
Speak up.
if you want, I am speaking up.
Please, please.
I know, it's all Strike's fault. Cody attacks the shoulder and puts him in a key lock. Is that more exciting for you? Then stands up and twists his arm and hits a kidney punch. He whipped Bryan into the corner, but Bryan gets his foot up and turns around and hits a cross-body drop. Cody comes back with a drop-down punch. Interesting. Bryan throws him outside and hits a diving clothesline on the floor before rolling Cody back inside. Misses a drop kick, and Cody hits the beautiful disaster for 2. They get back up, and Cody goes for the shoulder again, but Bryan surprises him for the roll-up and celebrates on the announcer's table and barricade. Your winner of the match, Daniel Bryan.
That sounded really gay. I don't know why.
You went over
Wait.
the entire match.
What was
Why not
the
just see the
match?
results?
Alright, I'll go... Give me your thoughts on this match, and then I'll just go through it.
And if they're setting up for a heel turn, then they're doing it right, I guess.
Who got hurt? I didn't even hear what happened. Nobody
Got hurt.
What was the match?
Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan's heel turn.
The supposed heel turn that you've said was...
That'd be way better if he turned heel. He has more options than being a bland face.
Alright. Jonesy, any thoughts?
It was alright.
Anything else? Like to go in detail?
I don't know, if they give him a heel turn, that's fine, I guess.
Great to put your opinion out there, Jonesy.
Well, you got my opinion. Yeah. I thought.
Alright, I'm gonna go through this next segment, then we're gonna move to the next match. John Laurinaitis is shown texting someone when Miz comes in and asks him what he's gonna do about R-Truth. John says that he doesn't think it's professional. Miz says he needs to do something because he is a sitting duck. Then they show the Miz being attacked by R-Truth and asks if it rings a bell. The Miz says not to play dumb, and Laurinaitis says he will make sure Miz is protected during his match, which is against Sheamus. And he says a sitting duck is better than a lame one. Miz walks off, and R-Truth comes into the picture and starts quacking. The next match is Wade Barrett versus Santino, which was basically a squash match, and that side slam is called the Winds of Change strike.
Yeah, I know that, but why is that a good finisher?
I have no idea.
Wait, who got a new finisher?
Wade Barrett?
Wade Barrett.
Why? He had a good one.
I thought you had the Barrett Barrage.
That bar off.
The Barrett Barrage.
He had the Wasteland.
Yeah. It's basically a squash. Santino went for the Cobra.
He is a wasteland.
Wade hits him with a Wade hit him with a kick to the face. Something about being a wasteland. I don't know.
Mule kick.
The mule kick, whatever. Instead of back kicking.
His finisher's a kick? Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Next.
Do you actually watch these shows?
I was late to Raw. I was out.
Sure.
I was.
He's all being a bro.
Yeah. Being a bro.
Getting his GTL on.
No, I don't do that.
Interesting. Anyway. The next match is Miz versus Sheamus. Miz attacks Sheamus before the bell and ties his left arm into the ropes, repeatedly pounding away with his head. Do not turn that into a dirty joke. Sheamus kicks him away, then beats the crap out of him on the apron. Miz runs through the crowd to get away, and R-Truth comes out and watches him from the crowd. R-Truth says he finds Little Jimmy, and Little Jimmy doesn't like Miz. And Little Jimmy told Truth that Miz is going to get got. R-Truth walks down the steps towards him. Miz jumps over the ramp and gets hit with a brogue kick at ringside by Sheamus. Then R-Truth comes over with a water bottle and smacks Miz in the head before leaving through the crowd. The result of that match is a no contest.
Okay.
Your thoughts? Alright then.
They need to stop using plants in the crowd.
It wasn't even a plant, it was a make-believe character.
No, I'm talking about the kid after the match
Oh.
who went, Happy New Year, Miz.
Oh.
That was a plant.
What are you talking about?
The minute
After-
R-Truth gave R-Truth let one of the kids speak, and he said, "Happy New Year, Miz."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
That,
kind of dumb, but yeah.
that sounds pretty funny.
He let little Jimmy talk.
They should have talked about the pigeons. The pigeons. Anyway, next segment, Josh Matthews is backstage interviewing Dolph Ziggler. He makes fun of America and talks about the WWE Championship. Yada yada yada. Elsewhere, Zack Ryder is talking to Eve about Jack Swagger. Says there's an imposter wearing the U.S. title. They start arguing over who should be champion until Cancer Man comes in and tells them they will be involved in a 6-man tag team match, and walks away in approval, which is followed by the WWE Championship match between Dolph Ziggler and CM Punk. I'm not going to go through this, but it was a back and forth match. John Laurinaitis comes out and distracts CM Punk. Dolph Ziggler wins by countout. How would you rate this match?
Horrible finish, but I guess it was predictable as hell because of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Well,
It could have been so much better.
6 broken tires out of 18.
that sounds like a great
Broken
rating.
tires?
Yep.
Okay.
He has his own scale now, apparently.
Yeah. If Greg can have his own scale, I can have mine.
Oh my god. That leads into our next match. The Bellas versus Eve and Kelly Kelly.
This
We
was a
don't care
match.
just who won.
Bathroom break.
The winners of that match were the Bellas.
And they had an awful,
Oh, I saw that,
awful
didn't they?
roll-up.
Didn't they swap?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did twin magic.
Yeah,
I
they
actually
were
called
looking
that.
sexy in that.
They swapped and then did the worst botched roll-up in the history of botched
Yeah,
roll-ups.
that was pretty bad.
The second
okay,
they
but
walked out, I
They
saw
look
it
sexy
coming.
in that leather. That's all that matters.
Sure.
It's true.
I didn't see the match, so I can't really say anything.
You didn't miss much.
You missed
Yeah.
a sexy outfit, Jimmy.
I can always Google it. It's not a big deal.
Alright, next segment, everybody's favorite wrestler, David Otunga.
Yes.
Hooray!
Favorite.
Otunga time. He's like Tim Tebow.
Alright, thank you for the cheers. Is shown talking to Laurinaitis when Punk comes in and demands answers for what happened, and he says John has screwed him 2 weeks in a row. John says his problems are with Ziggler and informs him that he will be getting a rematch at the Royal Rumble. Laurinaitis also says he will be the special guest referee, and Punk says he better not screw him over again because he might get sued and end up in jail for animal cruelty.
For being a bitch.
Yes.
You took too long to say it, I'm sorry.
Well,
Wordplay.
and finally, the mystery of the It Begins video was revealed.
And that's why Greg's not here today.
And
Yep.
Greg was excited to find out that it was The Undertaker who made his debut.
It's his dead wife, Michelle McCool.
Do you want to explain?
Exactly.
Do you guys want to explain the bet?
I'll explain it.
Go ahead.
I wasn't here, so go ahead.
Basically, Greg was being stupid and saying that the It Begins promo was not Jericho, even though the promos were cryptic and basically hinting in every single area that it was Jericho. So we made a bet. If on Monday the It Begins promo revealed Jericho, Greg would not be here and Hunter would host.
Yeah.
However,
I don't wanna-
Hunter is stupid and doesn't want to host. So
Yeah.
it's going to Mike, who is an awful host.
Whoa, Strike.
Nobody won.
And yet,
Yeah.
and yet, Strike doesn't have the nuts to take over the show.
Yeah, that's
Told you to get into
true.
the stuff.
It was
You didn't
originally
want to
supposed
get into
to be Greg. Hey, it was originally supposed to be Hunter who hosts, but Hunter backed out. So
Hey,
Yeah.
you had your chance to host, and you said you didn't want to do it. So,
I don't.
Hosting's boring.
all right.
Why'd
And
you
he
make
didn't
the bet
want to
in the
get
first
all the
place?
stuff.
Why'd you make the bet in the first place?
Just so Greg looked like an idiot, because Greg's usually wrong about everything.
All right. What would you guys rate Jericho's return?
I
We didn't
rated
talk about
12
how
out of 10.
How
We
long?
talked about it. That's all.
What happened? He came around, shook hands, slapped hands. He got the fans to cheer. They chanted Y2J. He got in the ring again to do a dueling cheer. Smiles, drops the mic. Yada yada yada. Goes back out, slaps hands with the fans once again. Runs up the ramp. Takes a camera and screams into it. Goes onto the stage. Points to everybody for more cheering, and then his smile fades.
You can't tell if his smile fades. I didn't see that.
His smile faded as he left the arena. So, how would you rate his return?
Eight.
He's trolling the hell out of us,
I want
I
to see
rated
what
eight.
happens.
and he's good at it.
You
I'm
guys,
rating it. No, out of 10.
you guys saw the backstage video, right?
I saw a gif of it. That's about it.
It was just him walking, still smiling. Then he stopped. Then he continued to walk again, smiling.
After he turned on his jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. That GIFs are pretty funny.
And finally, the main event overall was the Big Show, Zack Ryder and John Cena versus Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, and Kane. Apparently, Kane did not come out, and it became a 3-on-2 handicap match.
Some 3-on-2. Mark Henry can't even wrestle.
He was still in the match, though. The winners of that match were Big Show, Zack Ryder, and John Cena. Even though the Big Show got disqualified. Didn't he get disqualified or counted out?
Yeah, he got
He
disqualified.
got disqualified, yeah. He got DQ'd, so Ryder and Cena were the sole survivors.
Yeah, I like how Mark Henry gets DQ'd for getting hit with a weapon.
Are you
Must
sure?
be a new policy.
Are you sure he didn't get counted out?
No, he got hit with a weapon, and then both of them were disqualified.
That's like a TNA thing.
Yeah.
It was a botch.
Anyway, after the match, Kane's music and pyro go off, and Cena runs out to look for him, but Kane climbs through the mat and chokeslams Zack Ryder. Cena tries to go after him, but Kane knocks him out, and Kane hits him a few times, then covers his face to knock him out and turns back towards the ring. Ryder tries to get away, but Kane tries to drag him into the hole. And Cena,
The abyss of death.
And Cena, in Superman fashion, saves Zack Ryder. They fall to the mat in disbelief as a huge fireball explodes inside the abyss and rises above the ring as Raw goes off the air.
And Hornswoggle is dead.
That's pretty neat.
I bet you there wasn't a dark show to end the night.
I could care less about the dark matches. If we don't see them, I don't care.
Sadly enough, they're probably more entertaining than the show itself.
Well, that's because they go for like 10 minutes tops. They're not really that long. It's just like 2 punches, a body slam, and then the faces attack the heels. Alright, what would you guys rate that wonderful, wonderful episode of Raw?
I can't rate. My rating system is broken.
How is it?
Fix it.
Yeah, I like shows and they wind up with 4.6, so I'm obviously doing something wrong.
At least it's not Greg's rating system where you give it a 1.3 and...
1.387 or something.
Yeah.
Carried to the second.
What?
That's Greg's rating system. He gives it like a 1.396. And a bottle of wine.
What kind of wine?
I have no idea.
So it's cheap wine?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
We are skipping NXT and Superstars this week because it's pretty pointless.
Actually, isn't the 100th episode of NXT coming up shortly?
I think it's next week.
Next week?
And
There's a marriage.
It's gone on that long.
yes, a marriage.
And that's just the season.
Who is it again? Johnny Curtis and Maxine?
Yeah.
Who?
It's surprising that I remember that. It's Johnny Curtis and Maxine.
Oh.
You guys are supposed to know who these people are.
Johnny Curtis and who?
Maxine.
Who?
I would know who these people are if they put them on TV.
Yeah, I'd have to actually go online and watch it. I don't feel
And
like
WWE's
to do
website
that.
has an awful player.
Well, I think aren't they on YouTube?
Yeah, they upload certain
Fan
videos.
Nation, WWE
I can't
Fan
be
Nation.
bothered.
Let me go check. They probably are, but...
Alright, well, while he goes to go check, we are moving on to everybody's favorite weekly Thursday episode of Impact. Who here actually watched Impact from last week? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean to make you cough on whatever you were coughing on.
I'm dying over here.
Are you?
Yep, that's how bad it was.
So you actually watched it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'm
I
assuming.
think... Let me check to see if Superstars is too.
Hunter, did you watch Impact? Alright then. So I guess I was the only one who really paid attention.
Yeah, Superstars is on YouTube as well,
Impact.
apparently.
I think Superstar's always been on YouTube. I think.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's
to
on...
cut you off, Mike.
So yeah, if you can't watch Superstars, watch it on YouTube.
I just want to point, I'm just going to go through this. I'm not going to go into read the whole promos or whatever.
Let's go through it.
The first segment was a promo with Bobby Roode, Sting, Jeff Hardy, and All the Immortal, and they all talked a bunch of trash. That's all I'm going to say like that. Sting says it'll be a 6-man tag main event with 3 baby faces versus the 3 heels, which is Rude, Kurt Angle, and Bully Ray versus... Let me see this? I don't even know. James Storm, Jeff Hardy, and Abyss.
And you're the TNA guy.
I am not the TNA guy.
Yes, you are.
The second straight promo is Madison Rayne and Gail Kim in a pool, checking out each other in their bikinis. When they find Tracy Brooks in the hot tub, they attack her, and then they try to drown her. That's what this is, drown her. Until Mickie James, also in a bikini, comes out and chases them off. How did I miss this? You guys are wonderful, wonderful podcast people.
Well, you know, we
Because
don't
you're
watch
not
gar-
enthusiastic.
We don't watch
you're
garbage,
very
so it doesn't
tired.
matter to us.
Alright, the next match was for the Knockouts Tag Team titles. Gail Kim and Madison Rayne defended against Mickey James and Tracy Brooks. The winners of that match were Gail Kim and Madison Rayne.
Hooray!
I know.
Woo!
The next segment
Madison Rayne.
Yes, the queen, the goddess.
The whore.
Better than Maurice.
You very
She
much.
was a
That's
goddess.
better than what's her face.
Anyone's better than Maurice, so don't worry about it.
Better than
Madison
Maurice.
Rayne is.
Good thing I'm the only
Way
straight
worse.
guy in here.
I'm sure you are.
Strike, you sound the most gay out of everyone in this room. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go eat.
Well, mute your mic, thank you. Next segment, we got Flair talking to Gunner, telling how awesome he is and how he's a star because he's putting people in ambulances. Tonight they're gonna put somebody in the hospital, and Sting pops up and says RVD will be out there alone. Says Flair can't go out with Gunner. So Sting says Sting and Flair watch the match from the back. Since TNA is all about promos, the next one is Eric Young looking for ODB, and that they are two crazy kids in love. Eric Young and ODB.
Shoot me now.
Word.
Some cameraman tells them they're out of the tournament, and they start making out on the wherever they were on the floor.
What?
Yeah. ODB and Eric Young.
Mike, you should feel ashamed for
ODB?
liking this stuff.
ODB.
ODB?
Oh,
Old
yes.
dirty bastard? What?
Yeah, ODB.
Eric Young, just imagine those babies.
I thought you were leaving.
I'm not leaving.
You
I'll
just said
never leave.
you just
like
said-
The Rock.
you just said you were going because you had to go eat pizza.
No, I
Well,
just
if you're
had
like
a
The Rock,
slice.
you might as well leave for 3 hours, then come back.
That's about to end.
Alright, next segment is a Garrett Bischoff and Sting promo. They talk about how it makes Sting proud. Sting says he's not a referee, he's a wrestler, yada yada yada. Eric Young is still looking for ODB backstage and wanders into Gail Kim and Madison Rayne's locker room. So Eric Young stuffs Madison into a locker and runs off.
I saw that part. That was pretty funny.
Our second match after 19 promos is Gunner versus RVD.
With Ric Flair band
With
from
Ric-
ringside.
With Ric Flair band from ringside.
Ooh.
Cool.
This match ends in a double countout, with apparently some sick bumps on the concrete from both RVD and Gunner. So apparently they were going for a lot of spots here.
Who's Gunner?
That's what I want to know. Who is Gunner? Do you guys know who Gunner is?
He's got some pretty
Never heard
sweet
of him.
tattoos.
So does CM Punk, but we actually know who he is.
This is true.
He's kind of like TNA's young talent that sucks.
So he sucks in general.
So he's not Austin Aries?
He's not.
Nobody is Austin Aries. Anyway, the next segment is the three faces from the main event, talking about the three heels. Ari said it's going to be a great warm-up for the pay-per-view. Abyss says he's glad he's out of Immortal, and they will all take care of him tonight.
Wait, Abyss is out of Immortal now?
Yeah, Abyss is a face. He's been a face since after Hogan turned.
Oh.
And then Bully Ray plugs a house show where he's wrestling RVD. Since when did they plug our house shows on live TV? Anyway, next match. Austin Aries and Kid Cash versus Zema Ion and Jesse Sorensen. The two nobodies beat Austin Aries and Kid Cash. I am disgusted.
Huh.
Yes, your excitement is through the roof.
Well, Kid Cash sucks, and so does TNA. I hate TNA. Bully Ray's the only thing good right now in TNA.
We go through an AJ and Kazarian promo. We talk about their tag tournament match. Daniels comes out from where Kazarian was, and apparently there's something we all don't know, which we will find out later on. Eric Young finds ODB backstage.
I thought this happened already.
It happened again. ODB
It happened again?
Yeah. ODB takes him down, straddles him, and kisses him before getting up and walking off. This was a great show.
ODB is so hot.
You're an idiot. You are.
She actually has to work in a bar up here.
You're on crack.
Part-time.
Did you do
No, she actually does, in Anoka. She works in a bar in Anoka, in Minnesota.
Did you go see her?
No,
Minnesota.
I didn't. I don't want to see ODB. That'd be so gross.
You like ODB.
She's practically a man.
But you like ODB.
No, I don't.
You said so.
I like Eric Young. Eric Young is pretty cool.
Yeah, they've killed his gimmick, like, so many times.
I know, he's got such a bad gimmick. He's a pretty good wrestler, too. It's too bad.
It was bad when he was Be Afraid of Pyro, and now he's a mountain man.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty... I'm disgusted with what TNA has done to Eric Young.
And it's sad because they actually fired him and then brought him back.
I know, right? What the fuck?
They fired him and brought him back just to job him out. Oh, don't forget.
When he's better than half the talent on that show. He's way better.
Don't forget the crappy TV title run.
Yeah. With his stupid gimmick.
Here we go. Next match is the Wild Card Tournament Finals. Winner gets a tag team title match at the pay-per-view against Matt Morgan and Crimson. It was AJ Styles and Kazarian versus Samoa Joe and Magnus. Your winners, Samoa Joe and Magnus. Kaz partially turned heel during this match. He walked out on AJ as he went to go for a tag. And the main event, Jeff Hardy, Abyss, and James Storm versus Robert Roode, Bully Ray, and Kurt Angle. The result, a double disqualification. As I hear typing.
Yep.
Type.
I'm not going through what happened after because it was just a brawl. So, what would you rate that watered down version of Impact that I just went through for everybody?
How many whores were there?
4.
No, that's too high. I'll give it 2.
I'll give it 3 pizza slices out of 10.
I'll give it 2 half skulls out of 5. I don't know.
2 Fs.
I don't know. I'm just bullshitting.
I give it 1.5 Tapatio bottles out of 5.
Okay then.
Mike, what's your score?
I'm not giving it a score.
You have to give it a score. You're
You have
the
to
You
give
host.
it
ask for our scores, but don't give a score yourself? What kind of hypocrite are you?
You shut
Give a score, man.
your mouth.
Give a score.
I'll give it a half a dead roadkill cat on the side of the road.
Out of.
Free cat?
Out of a live cat.
Wow, not even a full roadkill cat.
A full
pretty
roadkill
bad.
cat. It is. Alright.
That's funny.
We move on to who watched SmackDown.
That's not the beginning match.
Please explain the beginning match.
Okay, so Booker T comes out first. He's in the ring. He's going to set Cody. He's going to fight Cody Rhodes in the Intercontinental Championship match. Okay, so match starts off. And it's a face match. You can tell Booker T's. It's gonna be like Booker T's gonna. Cody Rhodes gonna barely escape with a win, pretty much. So it has like 3 fake finishers in it, where it's 2 counts on the finishers, and then Cody hits him with what's it called? The
Booker T
flash kick.
The beautiful disaster.
Yeah, the beautiful disaster to win it. He pretty much stole one. Booker T hit the bookend and the scissors kick on him, but he couldn't pin him. So he pretty much, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And you talk about me not being enthusiastic.
Well, I'm trying to eat and explain at the same time.
After that, they see Cody Rhodes walking backstage, and Dustin Rhodes congratulates him. If they're trying to build this Cody Rhodes Goldust thing, then they gotta continue with it. Because if they stop now, it's gonna just be pretty stupid.
I don't want to see a Goldust Cody Rhodes feud till April. That'd be terrible.
Well, it's probably gonna happen sooner then.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. Goldust is terrible.
It's supposed to be his... If he does, it's supposed to be his final match.
No, don't ask him about it on Twitter, because he'll block you.
Who cares?
Yeah, probably.
If you ask him to block you, he won't.
Yeah, if you mention Cody Rhodes, he blocks you. Which, I don't know why, but... He'll just get banned again. Like he did the last time.
You got banned?
Yeah. They suspended his account because he was being too ignorant to fans.
Oh, I thought you said we got banned, not him.
No, not us. I said he got banned.
And we're not good enough to get banned.
Now all we need is Strike to keep bothering John learning this about Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
What, 2 tweets is bothering him?
You should keep tweeting him, man, so that way we can actually get recognized on TV. So this account on Twitter, at Arc of Wrestling, has been spamming my Twitter box all day today.
This guy named Strike, he is not Brodus Clay.
It's like, be satisfied now, Strike and Arc of Wrestling. Here's your debut of Brodus Clay.
And it's like a debut of NXT. They shoot the NXT debut. And Strike is still not happy.
Good man.
All is right in the world. Anyway. Zack Ryder is in Teddy Long's office and thanks him for making him the assistant general manager. Teddy corrects Zack and says he was the assistant to the general manager.
Is this an episode of Office or what?
Yes.
Um,
Zack tells him it's time to move on and he's found a suitable replacement. They think it's Drew McIntyre, but it's Santino Marella. Drew and Santino argue, and Teddy tells Drew if he does not win tonight, he will be on thin ice. If Santino wins, he will be Teddy's assistant.
He'll be Santino?
Yes, yes.
Wasn't that his
Yay, the
female
return of
character?
Santino Marella.
Yes.
That was his female cousin.
Yes. Drew wants to know what happened. Drew wants to know what happens if he wins. Teddy says if he wins, he will not get fired. Then Oksana comes in. Strike's favorite diva.
You always know
Okay.
it's her because of that damn music.
Strike, it's your favorite diva.
weird, I didn't know Oksana was Maurice.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know Maurice was still...
A
Love
diva.
it.
Let me find the word, if I can think of the word here. Relevance, there's the word.
Oh man. Does that hurt, Strike?
It burns.
I didn't even hear him.
He said relevant.
Relevant!
Is it Maurice
He's
ain't
not
relevant?
relevant.
You're like really quiet. I can't hear you.
Oh my
You
god.
just lying now.
No, I
You're the
seriously
worst.
barely heard that second one.
I don't still think it's relevant.
She's
What?
irrelevant.
What?
She's nowhere.
I
She's
just
not
heard-
good.
I just heard him say something, but it was like really, really low.
Why talk like this so like this abstract?
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next segment is featuring Greg's favorite diva, AJ Lee. Who's gonna mark?
Yay.
Who's gonna mark out for her since he's not here?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this 12-year-old girl is so hot. That's what Greg would say right now.
They talk about.
No, you'd hear him beating off.
Yeah.
Holy
AJ.
They talk about Daniel Bryan. He enters the room and says he already beat the Big Show.
What?
Okay.
Sorry, never mind.
Alicia says they are going to let them have some alone time together. I like how it says in the description, along with the video cameras filming this. Brian asks why AJ is friends with Alicia. AJ says he's concerned, and Brian says if she thinks he can't beat the Big Show, then then blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. Match number 2, Heath Slater versus Hornswoggle, and then the over the rope challenge.
Greatest match ever.
5-star match.
The winner of that match, Hornswoggle. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming.
After the match, Slater kicks Hornswoggle on the head, and Justin Gabriel comes to make the save. Match number 3, Ted DiBiase versus Hunico with Camacho and the bicycle.
Lowrider bicycle.
They're actually having this in the description as the bicycle.
Bicycle. Bicycle.
The winner of this match was Hunico, which apparently he did a sick pin-like submission kind of thing that I did not get to see.
It's like
I think it was supposed to be a hold, but
it's like a backwards cloverleaf crucifix pin.
And I didn't get to see it. From the spoilers I was reading, they were like, oh, Hunico hits this sick pin finisher. It was like a reverse Rings of Saturn, and then he hooks his legs, and I'm like, what? This sounds pretty awesome. And SmackDown comes on, and I fall asleep. I was like, yes. Yes, well. Well. Alright, that's enough. Next segment is Barrett talking about Orton and talking about the Royal Rumble. Says he's going to win, and Orton will be sitting in the crowd and watch Barrett do it. Sheamus comes out, they bigger back and forth. Then Jinder Mahal comes out. Barrett attacks Sheamus, and Sheamus, Jinder Mahal ends up getting the upper hand and puts Sheamus in the camel clutch, which leads to Sheamus versus Jinder Mahal next week.
If Jinder Mahal goes over, I'll hate WWE.
Sheiky, baby. Why isn't the Iron Sheik pissed at him? Jericho's pissed at what's-his-face for stealing moves. Not Jericho. Kurt Angle is pissed at, Swaggy.
Isn't that going to be later?
I don't care. I was just...
Way to spoil.
That's not a spoiler.
Wait a second. He's talking about something in the news.
That's not newsworthy.
And
I'm wondering why isn't the Sheik mad at
the Sheik,
stupid?
The Sheik's too worried about the Ultimate Warrior right now.
Is he?
Have you seen his Twitter?
No.
Go read his Twitter.
I will right now.
Because him and Kevin Nash are like tag teaming Warrior right now.
Yes, that's awesome.
You guys didn't hear about that?
We'll save it for the news section.
I don't have it in the news segment, so who cares?
Whenever we're done with SmackDown, we'll just start on that.
Well, we get the pay-per-view to do.
Are we talking about the Nash Hunt Warrior thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, match number 4, Santino versus Drew McIntyre. Santino wins. So, Santino is now Teddy Long's assistant.
And Drew better be becoming face.
I doubt that'll happen.
Well, they could be setting up for it. Losing streak, you know.
Backstage, Teddy says if Drew cannot win next week, he will be fired. Santino tells Teddy they're going to make beautiful music together.
Okay.
Match number 5 is Epico and Primo defeating versus Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston in a non-title match, which Epico and Primo win with Rosa.
This is the greatest thing I've ever read. Can I say a couple of these out loud?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is an hour ago. The Tim Tebow is the realest motherfucker. He believe in the God and the Jesus like the Sheiky. He no piece of shit like the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior is no more Ultimate Warrior. He is now the Raisin Balls Warrior. Oh my god.
And where did this come from?
The Iron Sheik.
He
Here, I'll link it.
tweeted that?
Yep. It's verified and everything.
Wow, I gotta read this. Is this actually him?
Yeah, it's verified.
I like how we're in the middle of a podcast and we're looking at tweets.
we're almost done. Match
Wow,
number...
we haven't even gotten to the pay-per-view. I'm so excited.
match number 6 was Natalia versus Tamina. When did Tamina
Paradox, yeah.
When did Tamina turn face?
I don't know.
A couple weeks ago.
Well,
They were tag teaming, and Natalia lost, and so Tamina super kicked her in the face. And then did a snooker splash.
Tamina defeated Natalia via the Superfly splash.
Yeah.
She has the weirdest music.
Which
like it's not diva music, it's like just weird.
And the main event for SmackDown was Daniel Bryan defending the world title against The Big Show.
Could have been better.
Daniel Bryan wins this match via disqualification, which has probably started to lead to his heel turn. Because you don't go outside and get intentionally disqualified.
That match still could have been better. They're going to turn him into a cowardly heel.
Who?
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
They're going to turn him into a cowardly heel instead of one that makes everybody tap out.
Well, I was reading that people are not as enthusiastic as when he won the title at the pay-per-view, which...
Well, of course, it was a bogus way to win it.
And they're not booking him right anyway, so... Alright, last but not least, we are going to do the pay-per-view results and take our break. I'm just going to go through these, I'm not going to spend any time on them. Austin Aries retains his X Division title in a 4-way against Kid Cash, Zema Ion, and Jesse Sorensen. Devon
Yay, 4-way.
Devon defeated the Pope. Gunner defeated RVD. Gail Kim defeated Mickie James via disqualification to retain her Knockouts title. Abyss defeated Bully Ray in a Monsters Ball match. I am so enthusiastic because this pay-per-view was so wonderful.
What's that Monsters Ball match?
That's like a hardcore match.
Ah.
Yeah. This pay-per-view made me want to kick babies. It felt like Impact on pay-per-view. That's how bad it was.
And you wanted to watch it.
So it was basically a TNA Impact pay-per-view.
Yes. It was Impact on pay-per-view.
You should feel ashamed.
I know. It was so bad that the video feed I was watching cut out during the main event.
It was telling you something.
It was telling you to stop watching this.
It did not come back the entire match.
Yeah.
Matt Morgan and Crimson defeated Samoa Joe and Magnus to retain the tag team titles. Kurt Angle defeated James Storm. And Jeff Hardy defeated Bobby Roode via disqualification. Bobby Roode retains the TNA Heavyweight title. Your thoughts on TNA Genesis?
It needs to die in a fire. The company needs to die in a fire.
You didn't enjoy that?
No. You know what needs to happen? TNA needs to go bankrupt, and then WWE needs to start a new NXT season with the rookies, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Austin Aries, and about 4 or 5 others that I don't care about.
Well, why not just recreate the WCW brand and bring them up that way?
Because they could just recreate the ECW brand if they wanted to do that.
They already did that. And
I guess it's WCW's turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's either WCW or the AWA. Take your pick.
I thought the AWA was still around.
It's not the AWA.
Oh.
It's AWA, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the news, the rants, and the pop, flop, and botch. We will be back.
Yeah. You know what you're doing.
And we are back, and we are getting ready to start the news segment.
I need to take a break.
What?
I need to take a break.
You need to take a break.
No, you
Can say
don't.
this now?
As soon as we just started the recording back up.
I'm joking.
The first set of news, there are rumors going around that Goldberg and Brock Lesnar might have a match at WrestleMania 29.
Oh God, no.
Jim Ross says it's highly unlikely, but Goldberg says he would do it, even though he has displeasure for the company and Vince McMahon.
Would this be before or after the Snooki and David Arquette match?
That match is not happening, Strike. Get it through
Neither
your
is
head.
this one, but I still want to say it.
Nope, this match has a better chance of being made than Snooki versus David Arquette.
No, I think that has a legitimate chance. And Snooki would probably win.
And I would hate you so much if this match actually happened.
Hey, she at least has a good cartwheel springboard into the corner.
That looked like a whale flopping around.
Hey, she's only 98 pounds now.
If I could, I would punch her in the face.
Someone already did that.
Well, I would do it again with brass knuckles.
Aren't you evil?
I am.
You're not supposed to hit a lady.
She's not a lady.
She's a monster.
She's not a lady.
She's like Abyss's little dog. Monster thing.
And apparently, Chris Jericho, Goldberg State still hates Chris Jericho.
Well, he did get his ass kicked in a fight by Chris Jericho.
So somebody wrote to him on Monday and says, Y2J sucks. You should have came out in there and speared him. Goldberg's response would have been my pleasure.
So he's just angry somebody half his size beat him up. Outside of the ring.
Yeah, I know. Goldberg's a pussy. That was in WCW, too.
Well, that's not as bad as Booker T beating up Batista.
Yeah, it is. Batista's a pussy. At least Booker T's black.
It's this much?
It's not racist. Black people know how to fight.
What does it have to do
Stereotypical then.
What does it have to do with Booker T beating up Batista?
Batista's he probably has nothing in his sack anymore from all those steroids.
But what does that stuff have to do with the actual fighting?
He can't. He's so big, he can't even fight. And that's what happens when you get too big.
Alright, anyway.
Okay, so
Anyway, there are rumors going around that RVD is going back to WWE when his TNA contract expires. From several sources, both sides are interested in RVD going back.
Well, of course, RVD gets massive cheers.
Yeah.
He's a great person to have on your roster.
It'll be a good place for him to retire, actually, too.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead. The game forever.
And according to this article, he turned 41 last month. So, he'd be kind of old.
He's got a few more years left.
If he ever came back, I'd want to see him wrestle Daniel Bryan, and that's about it.
Only Daniel Bryan?
Or, well, when CM Punk debuted, I was like, RVD CM Punk. RVD CM Punk. They teased it and never happened.
Don't lie. You didn't know who CM Punk was when he debuted in ECW.
I know who CM Punk was.
Sure.
This is
I
coming.
bet you're just one of those hipsters that think you do.
This is coming from the guy who didn't start watching wrestling until after 2008.
Yeah, but see, I don't praise CM Punk for his indie work. I praise him for what I've seen of him.
And well, you need to watch his indie work. That's why he's praised now.
Well, aren't you a hipster?
His indie work got him to where he is today.
I think you're just a hipster.
Ouch.
I think you're just stupid.
Dang.
I think you're just a hipster.
How's he a hipster?
Because he likes the stuff that isn't popular.
CM Punk is popular, though.
CM Punk was like the most over thing in Ring of Honor.
He's
the
like
most
right
over
everywhere
thing.
nowadays.
Since Brand... I can't even talk. I'm gonna stop.
You're right there,
Oh,
Greg.
that's easy all the time.
I'm not Greg, you
Hunter,
dickhead.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm not concentrating.
I'm done talking to you, Joe. We're not friends anymore.
That's terrible.
How dare you insult Hunter like that?
You're right. I shouldn't have insulted him like that.
Speaking of Greg, I thought he was going to be listening in on this. What happened?
Screw Greg. Greg can go suck a dick.
I stabbed his Facebook and he hasn't replied.
He's still mad.
He's gonna go to Las Vegas and go watch.
So guys,
Santino
do you
or
remember
whatever.
that? Do you remember when the countdown was ready for the It Begins promo, and it turned out to be Jericho? Greg rage quit the chat, and he didn't come back.
Yeah, he was so retarded. He thought Michelle McCool would come back with The Undertaker.
As an undead teacher.
Yep. That The Undertaker would turn into like
Yeah, we
a
thought it would be two
superintendent or
people, but
something.
There's only one.
We'll save that for the rant. Who we thought it could have been,
Okay.
instead of who it actually was. John Morrison's been answering fan questions about his life after WWE. He wrote to one fan, "I feel like I got off an express train, walked to my car, and sped away. I'm still busy, but now I'm the one driving." He was also asked, "What do you think will help you get to the next level when you return to WWE?" He said, "Jomo needs to cut promos."
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
As a
Jomo
face.
needs to improve his promo.
He was alright as a heel, but not as a face.
Exactly.
He needs to bring back the Shaman of Sexy, the Guru of Greatness, the Monday Night Delight, all that stuff.
No, he needs. If he can get better at promos, then he won't need that.
No, he was like that as a heel. That's what made him watchable. But he turned into generic face whenever he
He's the
went.
Jannetty right now,
That's sad.
and he should be the Shawn Michaels because
His
he's better in ring than The Miz.
heel promos were pretty epic.
Mr. Ziggles. That's not very epic.
I said his heel promos.
Oh.
Anyway, people are skipping Dixie Carter and TNA again. The wrestlers are being told not to go to her, but to go to Bruce Pritchard if they have any complaints.
Who's Bruce Pritchard?
Brother Love.
Brother Love.
Brother Love.
So what does Brother Love have to do with it?
The wrestlers are being told if they have a complaint to go to him.
Yeah,
For
but what is
Brother
it?
Love.
The guy who brought the Undertaker.
Yeah, the Undertaker.
Oh,
first
that
manager.
Brother Love.
Yeah, the I love you. That guy.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep thinking of Mick Foley.
No, that's Dude Love.
That's Dude Love.
Yeah. I don't know. My head's messed up tonight.
Do you know who it is now, Strike?
I wasn't listening.
I didn't think you were.
Did you just call Hunter Strike?
I was talking to Strike.
That'd be almost as bad as you calling me Greg.
I was talking
Well,
to...
see, Strike's actually a good thing to be called. I want to be called Greg.
Strike's-
I really want to be called Greg.
Because Strike asked who he was, and...
Yeah, I'd be okay with being a Strike.
Just don't talk about
Sure
Marvel
about
all day, okay? You just don't want you to talk about Marvel all day, every day.
Jimmy, you need to get a better connection.
See?
Phoenix Wright breaks your internet.
Alright, and last but not least, Kurt Angle complaining about people in WWE using his moves again.
Yes,
Oh,
God forbid.
God
someone uses
forbid
the same
someone
move.
uses the same moves.
He said
God forbid.
it's disrespectful for Jack Swagger to use the ankle lock. Even though he acknowledges Ken Shamrock came up with it,
Yeah.
but he decided to wait till he retired to do it.
Even though they were wrestling at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's also mad that Orton does the angle slam.
Orton barely does the angle slam anymore.
Damn it, Cody Rhodes did a knee drop. He's stealing my move.
Yep.
No
Pretty much
backdrops
Jack Swagger.
anymore.
Jack Swagger's pretty much the new Kurt Angle, so I don't know why he's
Except
complaining.
he's not even close to like talent-wise in ring.
I was saying, like, he's supposed to be, like, be the filler. Kurt
Oh,
Angle in
yeah.
that sense.
Yeah, that's true. They tried to make him into a Kurt Angle, but he's just not Kurt Angle.
But here's the thing. He says he loves Vince McMahon.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't.
You know,
He
he thanks him for the opportunity he gave him. Vince McMahon was one of his best friends.
more like, thank you for all the money that you gave me, and then I'll just walk away from that.
Yeah. He's gonna go to TNA and pop pills and...
Claim he's gonna be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Is he still
injured. I'm
trying
not
out
going to
for the
sign your contract. Do you remember how he
still trying
screwed the WWE over?
No, what happened with that was... They wanted him to take time off. He told them no.
Excuse me.
That's what that was, because he was popping pills. And it was either take time off or get suspended. And
So he asked for a release.
And he told them no, and he wanted out. That's why he left.
Oh.
So you'd think he would be smart about it and take a break, but apparently not. So
Yeah, he had to open up a side business on the side. His Angle Food.
he had to open up a side business on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had to have like
it
a food
doesn't pay him
business.
enough, I think.
So what happens when your side business fails? Do you open a side business on the side of the side business?
That's when you go back to the WWE for your last paycheck.
That's when you go back to the big boss.
Yeah, that kind of like what The Rock is doing. Even though he's making money, he still goes there to get another paycheck.
Alright, we're gonna move into the rant segment now. And of course, the rant segment is who everybody thought the It Begins promos were about.
It was Undertaker, man. Come on now.
Apparently, it was The Undertaker, it was Michelle McCool,
No, it was Heath Slater. It had the Wendy's girl in it.
Heath Slater, and the Wendy's girl.
It was just David Otunga trolling people.
Oh my god.
No, seriously,
Yes.
people thought it was Brodus Clay.
Who actually thought it was Brodus Clay? Greg?
Stupid people.
Yeah,
But
besides
they
Greg.
still thought it.
That'd be pretty... People thought it was Kane, too, didn't they?
Who thought who was Kane?
At the very beginning, they did.
It
wow.
Begins.
I always thought it was Jericho.
Like, after the Kane video, that video came up, I was like, that's Kane. I agree with the car horn. Okay.
Who had the funny car horn in the background?
Is this Kit Kat commercial?
I still wanted it to be Chris Benoit coming back
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
from vacation.
He's in hell right now.
Are you Lee now? Are you Lee Dad?
He just... No, he's pretty stupid.
It is my destiny.
He wanted a stable of all undead guys.
Mm-hmm.
Totally in WWE 12 and make his own stable.
And he was pretty serious about it.
I know he was.
Hey man, in SmackDown vs. Raw 09, there was Zombie Santino and Zombie Finley. So
Shut
you never
up.
know.
He's actually being pretty serious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they had skins for them.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
And in the Undertaker Road to WrestleMania, he was controlling them like zombies.
Yeah.
That's one of the storylines of the game.
Zombie.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The storyline I'm going through right now is pretty
I'm
laughable.
face palming right now.
Go back and play that story mode.
Like right now, I'm playing a pretty laughable yet enjoyable storyline in WWE 12. So it's pretty good.
That smack you just heard was me face palming my face.
What do you
Just
expect?
letting you guys know.
What do you expect from? What do you expect from the WWE creative team? They have more free space since the damn thing is not going to be consistent. They can do whatever the hell they want, basically.
Well, it's better than Tony.
Yeah,
You remember Tony?
yeah, I do.
He was the greatest tag team champion I ever had.
Here's one of the I just remembered because you reminded me of the storyline I'm playing right now in WWE 12.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I'm just saying that when I was playing the game, the very first thing that happened was Sheamus had won every single world title, and he was wearing every single world title out there. Every single title. Like he was holding the tag team titles, he had the world heavyweight title, he had the Divas Championship, he had all this on him. I was like, what the hell?
Oh.
I was like, how the hell did he win all those titles?
They need to do that storyline where he turns the U.S. title into the European title.
Uh,
And you have the all-European stable, minus Mason Ryan.
Yeah, and then have Wade Barrett lead him.
Yeah, it was like Sheamus, Barrett, McIntyre with William Regal as the manager. Can you imagine how good that stable would be in real life?
It'd be amazing. It would be one of the
Only if
incredible
William
stables.
Regal wins the championship.
He should one day, but before he retires.
Yeah, he
Then
needs
again-
to win a world championship. Even if
Yeah.
it's a thank you reign, he deserves it by far.
Yeah, he's been in there forever, almost.
Well, if he ever won a world title, it would be like a weak thing.
They'd probably let him win it and then have him like lose it, then retire. So
They're like, oh hey William Regal, you're gonna win a world title today.
let him hold it for like a couple months and then lose it, and
Yes.
then
They would never let him hold it for a couple months. It'd be like a 2-week thing.
I'll say
He's
at least
legitimate enough.
He's
not
been there long
legitimate
enough.
enough.
He's been there long enough that he has enough, what is that? Legitimacy to actually be noticeable, like actually carry the title, because everyone knows who he is, and I'm pretty sure he has a lot of fans out there. So
Have him bring back the brass knuckles and do that power of the punch. Send them flipping like 3 or 4 times before they hit the ground.
Yeah, but then he'd have to be heel, and
He could probably be a good heel.
he could just pretty much adopt some of Eddie Guerrero's style and just put it in
Yeah.
his own style.
But he's not legit. Like Mark Henry strike.
Are you trolling right now?
I'm trolling.
Yeah, I thought so. I was about to say.
all right then.
Nice
Okay.
little tangent there. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
Back to the rant.
Yay.
It's a shame Greg's not here to explain his
Just because he's stupid
tragedy.
His
And-
logic behind it.
and upset.
For those who don't know, we were all watching Brawl that Monday.
I
And
thought we
this-
already talked about this.
No, we didn't tell him what happened with Greg. We just said what actually happened. They don't know what happened as we were watching it.
Oh, okay.
Or do they?
They don't.
They're psychics, they do.
For those who don't know, Greg rage quitted the call out of disgust for being wrong. If you all could read the chat logs, he swore to God he was right, and we were all
It'll
stupid.
be the Undertaker.
Yeah, we were all stupid, clueless morons. That we were all wrong. That WWE does not use
Yeah.
logic.
As soon as I saw the jacket and his arms up, I knew it was him. So
And that was about the point Greg rage quit.
Yeah.
no, I thought he left before.
No,
He went full out retard.
No, he. Go ahead.
Disappeared that he came back.
Yeah. He left as soon as he turned around.
And then he tried to blame it on his internet.
Yeah, he was out of the call for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he came
Let's
back.
just say he was not happy.
He came back and he was trying to be like, trying to be calm about everything, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, da 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 da. And then he went crazy, and then, yeah.
And he's like, I'm not gonna be there on Sunday. I was like, okay then.
Yeah. And then later on in the week, he's like, yeah, I gotta be there on Sunday, even though I'm not gonna talk, so I can actually record the show and edit it.
Mm.
But then Mike's like, no, I got it, don't worry.
Don't. This will be up by tomorrow, people.
Oh, you mean you'll actually have it on time?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, Greg doesn't even have our other one on yet.
Yeah, he does. The award,
Does he?
the award show. It's up.
Really?
That's-
Okay, well, people go check that one out, too.
Yes, our end of
Don't
awards.
disappoint me.
The 2011 end of the awards show.
Yes, sir.
It was good stuff. We laughed. We cried. Jimmy
And
didn't.
Greg was stupid, like usual.
Jimmy didn't show up.
As usual. Nothing new there.
It's what Jimmy's typing in chat. Anybody got anything else for the rant segment?
I don't.
No.
Not really.
Hey, well, I think Strike does. You wrote about it.
Oh yes, the segment you want to debut tonight. Tell us about a strike.
Well, basically, if you don't already know, the Arc of Wrestling has a Tumblr site, which hopefully we'll link in the description of the YouTube video. But basically, it allows us to go into detail on our thoughts. For example, Mike has this whole fantasy wrestling thing. We have articles like why it's good for Daniel Bryan to be World Heavyweight Champion by Mike. Mike, do you do all of these?
Nobody else does them.
Well, I've got one up there.
I don't know what to put.
I keep telling you guys, write articles, so I can put them out there.
But yeah, since I figured this out, I'm starting to write articles, and you really should.
Yeah, Strike understands the
looking
internet.
into it. But as a good way to debut it, we're gonna have somebody read one of the later articles on this. Whatever happened to tag team wrestling by Mike.
Who would like to read that?
Well, I would imagine it would be you.
I'm not reading it. I'm not reading a thing. Why do I gotta read?
Because I can't do
You're the
your
host
voice.
this week.
Yeah.
And it was written by you, and I can't do your voice.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm not gonna read the entire thing. I'm just gonna put up the bullet points. Basically, tag team wrestling is dead. Both companies have had crappy divisions over the past 5 years. TNA killed their division when they broke up Beer Money. Killed it. If they were supposed to put a title in them, they should have done it sooner. Let's look at the list of the tag teams they have. You guys will love this. TNA has the Machine Guns, Inc., who suck, and Mexican America. WWE, what?
Don't forget Morgan and Crimson.
I don't count them as a legit tag team.
They're tag team champs,
They were thrown together though.
but they're still the champs.
They're not a legit tag team. They were thrown together after a feud. Let's be serious.
Because you don't know what to do with them, creative.
WWE's tag team list is Air Boom, The Usos, Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins, and Epico and Primo. That's seven tag teams.
See, this is when you know TNA went down the gutter. I actually used to watch TNA, believe it or not. One of the reasons was for their tag team division. WWE now has more tag teams than TNA does.
By one.
That's still more. 4 is still bigger than 3. Unless you didn't do elementary math.
But it's pretty sad when indie companies have stronger tag team divisions than the two main companies.
Well, of course, indie divisions don't always focus on their main event. They always focus on their mid-card and their tag team divisions. They give the mid-card people actual time to give off a good show and good matches.
And that's why people need to start watching indie wrestling. Nobody gives somebody
indie wrestling.
What?
Squares do. Squares watch indie wrestling.
Are you going to insult indie wrestling every chance you get?
Yep. Indie wrestling's retarded.
It's because that you're a sad sack and you can't expand your knowledge of wrestling?
No, I've been to an indie show.
What?
I went to a Ring of Honor event in St. Paul.
When?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh, you suck.
It wasn't very good. I wasn't happy.
That's 3 years ago.
That's because you probably went into it expecting whatever it was you were expecting.
I was expecting a much better show. It wasn't quality.
Every indie show review that I read, the shows are put over top notch. Every show.
Well, they didn't even have Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan was he in
The
Ring of Honor in
Dragon.
2007? Oh, yes, he was. Or 2008.
Yes, the
Yes,
American
he was.
Dragon.
Anyway.
I was expecting him to be there, and he never showed up.
Well, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Should be.
I'm
I
not.
paid like $10 to get in, too.
You poor thing, you. Anyway, the point is, why do they create tag teams when eventually somebody's thrown into the spotlight as the breakout star? Like Shawn Michaels, Edge, give me somebody else. tag team guys that were...
Rikishi. I'm just kidding. I'm trolling. Tag teams.
Yeah, tag teams that Edge eventually had somebody break out and be a main eventer. A legit main eventer. And don't say Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy was a main eventer at one time.
I said a legit main eventer.
He was.
No, he
Edge and
wasn't.
Christian.
I already said Edge.
Mike,
Yes.
he went over Triple H. How is
CM
that not a
Punk.
main eventer?
CM Punk wasn't really in a tag team.
Yep, Straight Edge Society.
That doesn't count.
That
Does.
was actually successful.
He was sort of successful when he was in that tag team.
Okay, Randy Orton with Ted DiBiase.
That was
That
Nation of
legacy.
Domination.
What?
That
No,
was
Cody
another
Rhodes.
Alright, Cody Rhodes can be one.
Nation of Domination.
Did we say The Miz yet? Or
No, The Miz is one.
Mrs. Forever Midcard. Leave me alone.
And it's like I put in the article. Going back to Shawn Michaels. What happened if he never threw Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window? What would have happened to his career then?
He would never go on to face Razor Ramon.
Because think about it. If Marty Jannetty was the one who did it, who would be the bigger star?
Marty Jannetty.
Probably still Shawn Michaels. Because Jannetty had some drug problems, didn't he?
I don't remember.
So did Shawn Michaels. It's
Yeah.
not like Shawn Michaels was perfect.
Shawn Michaels had a lot of drug problems. But the point is, if you're going to make tag teams, don't make tag teams just to break them up. Because that kind of defeats the purpose of having a tag team division. Especially if you're just going to build them up just to have one guy be your world champion.
Just wait for the Kings of Wrestling to come to WWE, Mike.
Chris Hero has to pass his physical this month.
Yeah, I know.
If Chris Hero doesn't pass his physical, guess what?
It's not gonna be in WWE.
And I got a feeling he's not going to pass his physical.
Hopefully he does.
Oh,
I think he already failed his physical.
he's taking another one.
Oh, he's
They're
taking a
retesting him.
Yeah, he's taking another set of tests this month. And
Oh,
if-
by the way, Claudio Castagnoli is basically doing a evaluation tour with the WWE main locker room.
well, here's my thing. This should have been in the rant. Guys like him and Tyler Black should have never been in FCW. They should have been on the main roster.
They should have been like Daniel Bryan.
What, on NXT?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
no one
that's
was seen
pretty
him.
much...
Because contrary to popular belief, the first two seasons of NXT were actually okay.
I like the first season of NXT.
First season was great. I loved it. And then the second one was a little dumbed down, but that's because they
They
had
had
all the good
quality
people. in the next
wrestlers.
season. Yeah.
If you get
They
quality wrestlers on NXT, it's a good show.
They wasted their load with the first season, basically.
Well,
They stuck everybody good on the first season and then brought them all up.
they had Caval win season 2, and look what happened to Caval. And he was supposed to be up on TV for like 2 years before that.
Yeah, that's true, but Caval's a nutcase.
Yeah, everybody was like, Low Key's gotta be on TV. Low Key's
Well-
gonna be on NXT.
There were reports of him acting superior backstage, you know. But
I don't know. It wouldn't make sense for Claudio to be on NXT. He should be the very European guy that he is. And put Regal as his mouthpiece.
What happened to managers? Like,
What's-
what if John Morrison had Jimmy
Jimmy Hart.
Hart? Just imagine how good he could be.
Eh,
If Jimmy Hart did his talking for him and he just was in-ring talent.
I can't see Morrison with a manager. It just doesn't make sense.
just turn him heel. His promos were much better suited to his heel persona.
I can't see Morrison with a manager. Alright, but did you want to read your article, Strike?
You mean your article?
No,
Strike, read
yours.
your own article.
Besides you,
The one with Brodus Clay. Did you want to? Did you want to read that?
Oh God, you did make one of those. I forgot.
Sure, why not?
I bullet pointed my article. I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, but mine's actually short, so...
That's why I bullet pointed mine. Go ahead.
Alright, well, people, if you go onto our Tumblr, you will see this post and be able to read it a second time if you so choose. But here it is. This will be my first post on Tumblr, and until 10 seconds ago I thought this was the same as Photobucket or Imgur. As you may know, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the Interim Raw General Manager, Mr. John Laurinaitis, has decided to hold back the debut of my boy, Big Brodus Clay, by another week.
Your boy.
Yeah, my boy, Big Brodus Clay.
His big homie.
Do you know how that makes me feel? Furious, outraged, sick with anger. How, in my smarkish environment, am I supposed to enjoy my Raw episodes when my boy, Big Brodus Clay, isn't on television? Should he finally decide to debut next week, it would fill my heart with rainbows. Amazing, right? Wrong! It is beyond amazing. I jest, of course. Though it is a blatant error on the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the Interim Raw General Manager, Mr. John Laurinaitis, to not replace the injured Mark Henry with a debuting Brodus Clay. But alas, I shall see next Monday. Tears.
Yeah.
Slash end.
Slash wrists.
If he makes it the next one day.
Y'all just be hating.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
So who wants to bet that Brodus Clay will debut next week?
Tomorrow?
Who wants to debut that? Who wants to bet that he'll debut at the Royal Rumble?
And then
That
get
would be
squashed. That would be funny if he got squashed at
What,
the
in the
Royal
match?
Rumble.
In a match or at the?
That's
during
the
At the Royal Rumble.
He'd get thrown out by Santino. How pissed would you be, Strike?
I'll laugh so hard.
I'd be pretty pissed. Unless Brodus Clay came
He
back
hits him
next
with the Cobra and he falls out of the ring.
Unless, of course, Brodus Clay came back the next week and basically retired Santino Morella.
No, but it doesn't work like that. Then Santino just he jobs out to Santino.
Hey, Sheamus retired Jamie Noble. Brodus Clay can retire
What?
Santino Morella.
Except Jamie Noble was actually good.
He's pretty scrawny. He didn't look like a wrestler.
Have you ever seen any of his indie matches?
Oh no, I'm not a smart. Sorry.
Mike, have you seen any of
I hate
his
you all
indie
so much.
matches? Mike, you must have seen some of his indie matches.
I never watched his Ring of Honor work.
He was the shit.
Oh, wait. You're calling me the smart, but yet you watched his indie work.
Oh, the
Yeah,
plot
watch.
thickens, Hunter.
Are you speechless right now?
I don't know what to say. I'm a man of many words, but I can't figure out what to say.
And a man of many boos.
Booze or booze?
Boos.
Okay, just checking.
I should put in like I should overlay like a crowd billing. Alright, we're gonna move on to the final segment, the pop, flop, and botch.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first?
I gotta think of mine now.
So
I
every
got
week,
my-
every week we wait till the very last second to actually take. Never fails.
Is nobody ready?
I'll go.
You can read
My
it.
pop.
Alright, go
My
ahead.
pop tonight is actually from the TNA pay-per-view. When during the Monsters Ball match, when Abyss got sandwiched between the two barbed wire things,
Oh, that was pretty good.
and then Bully Ray did like a backsplash off him from the top rope on top of he had two tables with barbed wire. He was like a sandwich pretty much in the middle, and he did a backdrop from
You mean
the
a
top
senton?
rope on top of it and squished him. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Hot Botch. the botch of the week is Greg for being an idiot and thinking it was the Undertaker and Michelle McCool.
As an undead guy with a wife.
Yeah, an undead teacher. And then the flop is Greg for getting it wrong when it was clearly everyone knew it was Chris Jericho.
He wanted to be a hipster.
Yep. That's what happens. You get kicked off the show.
For 1 week.
Or you rage quit, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Andy rage quit.
He'll be back next week.
Maybe.
Yeah, more than likely.
If I let him.
You're not the host.
We have no host. We're a democracy. We have to vote.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Go ahead.
My pop goes to...
Damn, best pop ever. Repeat it one more time.
I don't
You
know
want to
if it's
redo that strike? What's your pop?
I don't know.
Quit hitting the booze.
Okay, there was no pop this week. My flop goes to Mr. John Laurinaitis because he did not debut my boy, Big Brodus Clay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Outta here.
God.
And my botch goes to David Otunga because during a house show he got Walls of Jericho'd.
Oh, no, my pop goes to
Too late now.
David Otunga. He
No!
was so awesome this week when he
Not my
came out
boy,
and
David
said,
Otunga.
my boy, David Otunga, said people could get a seizure from Jericho's jacket. That was the
Sir,
greatest thing I've ever heard.
Sir, your jacket is too loud, sir.
I'm going to sue you for your jacket.
That was awesome.
And my botch goes to Greg.
That's funny.
Because as bad as a host that I think Mike is, he at least puts the videos up the next day.
Well, he hasn't put anything up yet, so don't, you know.
But he said he was going to. That's already better than what Greg has done.
Okay, I guess.
Greg's never said the next day.
The podcast will be up tomorrow.
You better say so, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
Greg always says it's going to be up tomorrow, but he always lies.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I think I'll go.
I'll go. What?
I'll go. You, give me a little more time to think.
Okay. My pop goes to Jericho for his brilliant promo that he did. Oh wait, he didn't do one. Trollolo. My botch goes. I'm gonna give it to which of the bells did the fucked up on the
Bree.
roll up?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Fine, Bree. Whatever. That was a terrible roll up.
I didn't really know.
It was a terrible roll up, and she should feel bad about it. And my what?
Huh?
And my flop goes to Greg because he just deserves it this week.
My other pop goes to the Bella's outfits this last week.
How
Man,
many
were they
pops do you
hot.
have? You have plenty of pops?
Yeah, I have like 4 pops this week.
He's got a top 5.
Yeah, my
My
favorite
pop
5
goes
pops.
to Otunga.
Yeah,
Always go to Otunga.
that's true.
Mike has
Wow.
a mural of Otunga.
Oh my god.
It's
When
okay.
Mike goes to bed, he has a poster hanging above him of David Otunga in his
That's-
classy bow tie with coffee mug.
And
Words.
there's a sticky. It's all sticky.
Ugh.
It looks pretty worn out, if you
It has
catch my drift.
There's a hole.
it has
There's a hole at the
bubble
bottom
basically
of
saying,
it.
I'm a lawyer from Harvard, I can read your mind.
Did you give your
He
bot?
has a hole cut out in the middle.
Did,
And
did you give your bot yet?
No, also went into it then.
No.
Let's
I was
just say
talking
it's
to Jonesy.
archery practice.
Yeah,
no, my botch was for the Bellas.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Whatever one screwed up the roll up.
I'll go while Jimmy's finished thinking.
I guess.
My pop is for Tim Tebow.
No, you piece of shit.
Yay!
And Tebowing all over the Steelers today.
You mean crying like a bitch?
No, he did.
No, he actually beat them.
He did his job well.
No,
You're scared.
I don't believe that.
You're scared of the Steelers. It's okay.
And you're scared of going to the playoffs.
The Broncos
No,
are going all the way.
Okay,
Alright, now-
shut up.
now-
They're not.
Now I'm kicking Jonesy from the call. You have to beat the Patriots first.
Well, if they beat the Patriots, they're gonna kill the Ravens.
I'm sure.
Tebow is God.
It was Tebow time today. For today, well, until they beat the Patriots. Then it will
Which will happen.
It will no longer be Tebow time after that.
It will kill the Ravens.
Yeah, I doubt that. My flop. I forgot I was gonna say now. My flop goes to Jonesy for being gay
Whoa.
Why's that?
and saying I have a David Otunga poster with the hole cut out.
I said that.
No, that was
Where did he
Jonesy.
wanted to go?
I said you had the poster.
Well,
Yeah, he said you had the poster.
Alright,
He
you
just went.
You had
He
the
just
whole
went
thing
off what I
on the
said.
top.
Alright, my flop goes to both Jonesy and Hunter.
Thank you. I'd like to get some recognition for
That's
this
some
shit.
discrimination right there, Mike. That's not cool.
I feel so loved.
Me too. High five, Jonesy.
Jonesy, at least you have your ponies.
Yes, I have my ponies.
Jonesy,
Oh
I
my goodness.
I posted something in chat today.
What'd you post?
5 and younger can only go on the ponies.
Mm.
Right.
I'll get you. I'll find that picture for you guys.
And my botch goes to Strike for thinking.
Because I totally fuck ponies.
Sorry.
You said it, not us.
Flop, flop, clop.
Easy, girl.
Oh my god.
Lucky, lucky.
Mm. And my botch.
You sure you want to give it to me?
This podcast has just jumped the shark this week.
Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking the shark.
That too.
Mike's avatar is a shark.
Shall we
Is it?
Wait.
Yeah, it is.
you get away from that shark. I'm gonna call this title Jonesy Bones Ponies. Anyway, my
And just
bot.
for the 3 people who watch this, no, I don't fuck ponies. I don't dream about ponies.
But yet your Skype picture is a pony that says, "Are you a wizard?"
It's Applejack. Get it right.
I don't care. Anyway,
I get it right.
who cares? How would Hunter know?
I'm just
Yeah, how would you know that?
You watch
Is
his
there something you want to tell us, Hunter?
in the closet.
What?
My botch goes to Hunter for knowing what the pick name of the pony and Jonesy's avatar is.
How do you not know that?
I don't watch My Little Pony,
I don't either.
but you.
How do you know it?
Yet you know what pony that is.
If you've been on the internet long enough, you're bound to find.
I don't go looking for names of My Little Ponies.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's disgusting. My
All right,
real-
Hunter, name the other 5.
No, don't. This is not a pony cast.
Fluttershy.
Oh my god, you're so gay.
That's it. That's all I know.
Anyway, my real botch goes to Strike
My Little
Pony.
for thinking that I can't read the Twitter while we're recording.
Oh God, what is he doing?
I never made that implementation, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I was reading the trash you were saying on there.
Just been told the
And
podcast
was
tonight
I,
will
was I
actually be
trying to hide it from you?
You could have waited till after we were done recording.
Yeah, but I might have
That's
forgotten.
right, get your own damn account.
That's what happens when you have a joint account.
Y'all gave me the account info. It's your problem.
It's okay. It's better than not tweeting.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys got anything left to say instead of Hunter singing the My Little Pony theme?
Have a good
Maybe,
night.
play- I
it's
can-
my
no.
turn, actually.
I could play the theme for all of you.
We don't want to hear it.
I'd rather you didn't.
I'll play it again.
I'm gonna stop the recording
now.
if you do that.
Mike, the opening song is going to be Brodus Clay's theme, right?
We'll see.
He hasn't debuted yet. We don't know what theme he's using. Bam.
This is true. This is true.
Okay.
Alright, well, Greg will be back next week.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Damn it, this S was actually pretty
I guess
fun
I'll
to
be
do.
gone next week.
We're
I
all
will
gonna
skip
be on
this
it,
week,
just-
guys. Don't worry
it's
about it.
just
I'll skip this
great.
week.
We will also be back on the Main Event Network channel, streaming live.
Oh, boo.
Keep
This
skipping
is
me.
more
Go
fun.
ahead.
Boo.
I don't know what time, but let's not boo them.
Boo.
Stop. Let's
Why
not.
are you
Fun skipping
booing
me.
them?
Go ahead.
I hate their chat.
Let's
Their
not.
chat sucks.
Let's not-
Main Event Net, your chat sucks.
Let's not boo
Shut up
them
with your chat.
because at some point they're gonna start re-advertising our stuff. You don't want to burn any bridges.
Burn the bridge right now before it's too late.
You're an idiot.
Boo.
Alright, you can follow us on Twitter at The Arc of Wrestling. You can follow us on Tumblr, thearcofwrestling.tumblr.com.
Buy the t-shirts.
Buy the t-shirt.
Buy the
Buy-
headband.
Buy the headbands.
Buy the garden gnome.
Buy
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Jimmy, you got anything left to say before I stop?
Follow our individual
Well,
Twitters.
Yes, follow
Yeah,
our
boy.
follow the individual Twitters. They will be.
at Hunter underspace
I
Graham.
I will post them in the video
At
description.
JonesEGT.
I will post them in the video description.
Mike
I
is
don't
at,
remember mine.
Mike is, I think,
I'm a
Dead
gay
Man,
whore.
My Little Pony or something like that.
Oh my god.
That's Greg's. Greg's a, I'm a gay whore.
At I'm a gay whore.
Yeah, at I'm a gay whore.
Don't
So
say at.
Alright, Jimmy, you got anything left?
Well, I never went for my pop font watch, but you know, it's okay. Go ahead and end the show.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and end the show. It's not a big deal
No,
anymore.
no,
Don't
no,
worry
no,
about
go
it.
ahead.
love you,
I thought
Jimmy.
you-
We love
I
you.
didn't know
No,
if you were
no,
ready
no,
or
no.
not. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and end the show.
Jimmy,
It's not a
do
big
it.
deal.
Don't be a
Don't be
drama
it.
king.
Just
No,
do it.
no.
I'm ending the.
I'm gonna be Greg. I'm just gonna be like this.
Don't be a Greg.
Jimmy, get
Yeah,
better
Jimmy.
internet.
Jimmy, just roll through it real quick.
Gosh, buttholes. I guess us Pop goes to strike for delivering a fine performance today for his story. The Waffle Botch go to Greg just because he's an ignorant cunt. There you go.
Yeah, Craig is an ignorant cunt.
I just went through it all fast enough for you.
He's gonna hate every one of us. He's
It's
never
okay.
he's never gonna let me host the show again.
Yeah, right. You're our new host forever and ever and ever and ever.
Forever.
Or until Call Burner runs out.
And then you gotta read it.
And then you will buy it, and then you will continue.
And then you'll just ask Greg for his license for Call Burner if you bought it.
Yeah.
Like, hey Greg, what's your license stuff for Call Burner? We gotta do the podcast.
Alright, guys, we will see you next week.
I love you.
No, you don't.
Why do you like death metal?